Hey everyone, it's Dale from WebPub again, and in this final series of really basic HTML videos today, I'm going to show you how to add tables and lists to your HTML document, to your web pages and your website. First thing, let's do a couple of lists, and we have two options in basic HTML for lists. We have something called a UL. So I'm going to just go down here to show you the examples. We have a UL and we have an OL. UL stands for Unordered List and OL stands for an ordered list. So basically what this means is that a UL is just going to be bullet points. It is unordered. There is no rhyme or reason to it. It is just bullet point here, here, and here. On the flip side of that, you have an ordered list, which under its most basic premise, an ordered list, as you might imagine, will number things 1, 2, and 3. So depending on the context that you're going to use your list on your site, will decide whether you pick an unordered list or an ordered list. Now, I specifically wrote in a couple of parts here where in my content that acclimate themselves to a list. So if you look right here, I have his favorite state parks include Colorado Bend State Park, Bucher State Park, and Inks Lake State Park. So I want all of this to be like this, rather than it being in paragraph mode, as in just regular text. I want it like this. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I want this to be an unordered list because these aren't in any particular order. So I'm going to open and close the unordered list tags. But that's not all. I have to now go in here and do li tags. Should be an open li tag for each one of these. And likewise, I have to close that li tag. Now, li stands for list item. So this is saying this is a nested list. Within the UL, I have a nested list of li, a nested tag of li, meaning that it lives within this UL. So I open and close the li for every list item. So each one of these should be a bullet point. So I go ahead and save that, and I refresh. And now here we have my bullet point list within the paragraph. Now you'll notice if I change this to an ordered list, you have to change the opening and the closing of the tag, and I save, it will change that to 1, 2, 3. But again, I don't want that because that's in no particular order, and so I'm good with just an unordered list. So that's it. Really simple how to add a list. You can keep adding li tags and bullet points if you would like. Adding a table is a little bit more complicated. I'm going to go ahead and add another subhead here, and we'll do entertainment. And I'm going to start a paragraph tag and close a paragraph tag. And within this, I'm going to say Blaskin is a big fan of movies and television. Here some of his favorites. Okay, so now within this, I want a couple of things regarding, I want a table listing my favorite movies and my favorite TV shows. So to add a table, the tag itself is easy enough to understand. It's just table. So we're pretty good there. Now, you have a couple of nested tags within a table. You're going to have a TR tag, and you're going to have TD tag. And so the TR tag is letting it know, okay, here's one row on the table, here's the end of that row, and the TD tag will let it know this is within one cell on that row. So Swingers is my favorite movie of all time. And then I'm going to add another TD here and close that TD. And my favorite TV show of all time is Arrested Development. Okay, so now I'm going to add one more row. And I need to close that TR. And then I'm going to start a couple of TDs here and close those just so that we're clear. So now I'm going to add another movie. Another movie that I really enjoy is, I always draw a blank when it comes to movies. Let's just do The Avengers. Okay, and then another TV show I really enjoy is House of Cards. So let's go ahead and save this and see what it looks like in the document. You can see here it is down here in entertainment. It's showing up as a table, but you really can't tell it just yet because we really don't have a lot of definition in terms of what the table looks like. And we can change that very simply with some attributes. So one thing that would really help would be a border. That is an attribute, and I do the equal and then the quote signs. And the border, again, that's going to be in pixels. So let's just do 1 pixel. Instead of hitting Command A, I'm going to hit Command S to save. So now that has added a border around these table data cells, which now it's starting to look more like a table, and I can actually understand it. Another thing that I would like is I would like this table to be a standard width. So I'm going to add the width attribute, and let's do 400. Again, that's in pixels. So that should change the width of it. I like that much better. But we still don't really know what's going on here in terms of what these are. I mean, if you know what swingers and Avengers are, then you probably know, but say you've never heard of some of these, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So what you can do is add some table headers. This is a code or a tag, a TH. Again, it is nested within the table. So I would add a row, and then I would close that row, and then within that I would add a movies TH tag and TV shows TH tag there. And I've closed that row, so now let me close that. And that TH tag automatically bolds and centers